Hi guys. Can you guys hear me? I feel like I didn't really do the voice check situation before I pressed like live. So let me know if y'all can hear me or not. Okay. Well, one person said it's good, so I will go with your answer. Great. So, how are you guys doing on this beautiful Tuesday night? Good. Thank you to all the people that are wishing me happy graduation. And I miss you guys too. It's been so long. It's been a lot of months. A very not anticipated. I was planning on, going away for like a couple weeks. Then a couple weeks turned into like a couple months. But it was not my intention. Social media is very exhausting, if I'm being honest. So I kind of just took a break from like YouTube and really social media overall. So nothing against like what I do. It's not like I didn't want to. Well, it was a lot has happened this past year and a half or so that has caused me to be having this conversation with you guys, but I do plan on touching a lot of different things. And if you guys have any questions, I did ask in the Instagram that I posted in the community notes. I also asked if you guys had any questions, but you guys can drop them down here too if you have any particular questions. But I was gonna just briefly go over what's been going on with your girl. So yeah, I know my last video was 5 months ago. That's like half of a whole year. That's a long time. Well, for me, I don't think I've ever gone more than like 3 weeks without posting. But yeah, 5 months ago was a very long time. Yeah. Not by my like it was not intentional. It just kind of just happened. And then like life just happens. Life is very exhausting. But it is what it is. We move. I'm alive and well. I have all my limbs, thankfully. I'm not in the hospital. Nothing really health wise really happened to me, aside from the brief period of depression, which I feel like most of us go through. Yeah, did you guys have any particular questions before I kind of start blabbering about what's been going on? I saw one from earlier, but it's kind of like a heavy question ish from Miss A. M. B. Well, someone said they fractured their foot. I hope you feel better. Someone said they thought I left because natural hair is repetitive and nothing new. Natural hair is very repetitive. And like, I really, honestly, genuinely don't really touch my hair in my real life. So I already told you guys like years ago that I didn't see myself continuing to do like natural hair stuff forever. If I did, um, like continue with my channel, it would be like commentary, which is the route that I plan on taking, like this go around instead of doing like a lot of natural hair stuff. And of course, I'll do like the regular stuff, but I do enjoy talking about different natural hair problems within the community. So, yeah. And this podcast was supposed to start this summer, but kind of got pushed back a little bit, which is okay. Oh, someone said you don't have to. Oh, wait. No, I don't mind talking about it. It's just a lot to get into. Miss A and B. I really don't mind. It's just kind of like I said heavy because it's a lot to talk about. Like it's kind of like a lot of layers with that situation. But let me check the community tab to see if anyone asked me anything there. Okay. I hate when I do this while I'm on live because I feel like there's so much pressure to work fast and I really do not work well under pressure at all. Wow. These are some questions that require me to actually think. Okay. Well, an easy question. Someone asked, how are you really? It's been so long. It has been a long time. That is from Miss Bethany BDL. And I am good. I think I'm good now. I feel like I have changed a lot these past 5 months, really, this past like year and a half, completing my last year of college and graduating and stuff like that, and trying to understand what I want to do with my life. And also, like my not necessarily my personality, but me as a person, I was changing throughout that time, and it was very hard for me to understand me and who I was and my personality. I felt like that was shifting a little bit, and then like getting out of a relationship, like that kind of forced me to change a little bit. So just this past year and a half, I've just been trying to understand who I am, like not who Natural Academia is, not the student Staranda, but like who Staranda is, and my personality and stuff like that. So that's how I'm doing. Someone asked, do I still want to open a hair salon? Yes, I do. In the very far future, probably not now, after like I go to school and continue like with my post-secondary graduation stuff and education and all that jazz. I do plan on opening up my salon at some point in life. Hopefully in my 30s. But I also do plan on going to Broadway at some point, you guys may not know, but I do have the slightest passion for acting. I'm like kind of very dramatic in my real life, so I've always wanted to like go into acting. So before I pursue my Hollywood career, I would like to open the salon. Or maybe I should use my Hollywood money to fund that. I don't know. Not yet. But at some point, yes. Miss AMB said, you look great, though. I've been going through it too. You have surgery coming up. Well, I wish you luck with surgery. That is very scary. I missed a whole question. So Miss Hint of J says, congratulations. Oh wait, I can put it up here. I forget that I could do that. But this is what she said. If you guys want to read that. Has your self-esteem and confidence evolved over the years? Has my hair grown longer? Any advice on maintaining patience for someone's journey to waist length? Well, my confidence has, I didn't realize that I was as insecure as I was, which is something I had to learn to kind of overcome. My confidence has slowly, done the upward incline, which is good, but I'm not completely all the way up there. My plan this year was to like every room that I walk in to exude confidence, because I feel like I'm a pretty confident person, but because I'm so quiet, people kind of like mistaken my quietness for shyness and not really confidence. So I've been working on that actively. So it's not really like all the way up there, but it is. I'm working on it. My self-esteem. What is a self-esteem? Like how I feel about myself? I don't really have poor self-esteem. I'm just like insecure sometimes. But I think I have pretty high self-esteem. I just don't really like people sometimes. So they kind of take that as, an offense. But I will say I didn't realize how insecure that I was until I like really sat down and thought about it. And I was like, you might need help. So yeah, writing and journaling and stuff like that helped me realize how much I needed help. But I'm working on things like that. Has my hair grown longer? Yes, it has. I recently just cut my hair though, and I did record it. I've been recording these past few months. I just haven't had the energy nor the time to really edit anything, so I haven't uploaded anything onto YouTube, but I did cut my hair a few weeks ago, probably like a week ago. I didn't really like cut it, but it was kind of annoying me. I wanted to shave my head bald, but I didn't. I just couldn't bring myself to it, but I really wanted to like just shave everything off because I was very like sick and tired of dealing with my hair. I don't know. And I'm going through this phase of like changing so many different things of my life. Like I moved again and I just wanted to kind of like get rid of unnecessary baggage in my hair. I felt like it was one of those things, but I didn't cut all of my hair off, obviously. I still have hair on my head. It did grow. I unintentionally did a natural hair growth challenge this summer. Wasn't planning on it. I just didn't have time to like really take care of my hair. So I, no, I did not shave my hair. Um, so I didn't really like manipulate it too much. So it grew a bit and then I like cut it a couple weeks ago. So that's that. Any advice on maintaining patience for someone's journey to waist length? My biggest advice is always leave your hair alone. You don't need to do as much as you think you do, and you don't need to use as many products as you think you might need to use. So just leave your hair alone. Really find a hairstyle that suits your face that you know you can leave your hair, like you can not touch it for like longer than 2 weeks and just leave it alone. If you feel like you need to wash your hair, go ahead and do it, but just find a hairstyle that you can leave alone. That is the best advice to waist length hair, in my opinion, for pretty much all hair types. Just leave it alone. Don't touch it. Like all that styling and stuff, it's fun temporarily, but it is very taxing to the hair. And we wonder why like things like locks grow faster than like our own hairs because people don't, you're not really manipulating it and touching it as much. But oh, she said, glad you didn't shave it. Yeah. Miss Destiny, nothing has really well, I mean, a lot has happened obviously because I haven't been on here for a couple months, but nothing too crazy. I'm just answering a couple questions that I got on YouTube and Instagram right now before I kind of get into the nitty-gritty and a little bit more into detail. I don't really plan on being here too long because I do have work in the morning. So I have to wake up at 6 o'clock. And it's currently 9. So I'm trying to just be here for like an hour, hour and a half, and then I will let you guys go where you guys can just watch the replay. Thank you. She said, glad you're back. Just gonna pop your guys' questions or replies on here. Okay, nothing new. But let me continue. Yeah. I mentioned in my post on the community notes, like I'll be kind of briefly going over my graduation trauma. I did record that fiasco with trying to figure out what hairstyle to do for graduation, and it was a mess. That's when I really wanted to cut my hair during graduation, which was I graduated in May of this year, and girl, they did not tell me that it would be so stressful. I don't even do too much with my hair. I normally just let it out in like, a fro. But for some reason, none of my braid outs were coming out right. My ponytails looked like a mess. So the next video I do upload, it'll be that one of the graduation like fiasco. It's like bits and clips and stuff like that, but I'll try to like make it into a story time and upload that for you guys to see how much stress I was under. I will never do that again. If I or when I do graduate again, because this is not my last graduation. When I do graduate again for my next graduation, I will be putting my hair in braids. I don't care. Okay. I will be putting my hair in braids, cornrows, twists, something. I'm not letting my hair out. It's just too much. And you guys know I only let my hair out on special occasions. But there was so much pressure on that day for everything to be perfect. And it just actually the day of graduation was perfect. It's just my graduation pictures that didn't really turn out right. Let me see if I can put up a picture for those that haven't seen it. I don't know if I can. But I think I have a picture on my camera roll of one of my outfits. where the hairstyle was just not giving what it needed to give. It was just giving just ashy. I was almost embarrassed. I was like, is this what I really look like in the real world? It was just not cute. Let's see. So when did I take these pictures? Oh wait, I found them. Wait, no, I didn't find them. There they are. Ooh, I'm so embarrassed. I don't even want to show these. I'm about to throw up. It's not even that it looks bad. It just doesn't look good. I deleted so many of them. I don't want to show them. They look a mess. Okay. So initially I had my hair out. Somebody liked my graduation pictures, but initially I had my hair out, but it started acting crazy. So I ended up just putting it in a ponytail. And, there's nothing wrong with a ponytail, but why does it look like this? It just looks so dry, so matted, so it just I don't know. I hated all of them. So majority of my graduation pictures I didn't even use. But anywho, moving on. You said you liked acting. What type of acting? Like theater? Would you want to go to Broadway? Yes. I'm in real life a very dramatic person. Like you blow on me with like a straw, I will fall to the ground. So I want to do dramatic stuff, I've always wanted to be in a play. I mean, I was in a play when I was a child. So I want to do dramatic stuff. I don't know if I could do the super serious things where like I can't laugh, but I want to be in the theater, I want somebody to tell me to break a leg, you know? I don't know. It's just something about it. I feel like it's my calling. Okay. But yeah. Oh, girl, no, it was bad. The pictures were not giving what they needed to give. It was embarrassing. Let me show you guys something else. I took some indoor pictures, which I cannot find for some reason. Oh, this one. This was the day that really made me so sad. Okay, I look crazy in the face. Don't judge the face. We're looking at the hair. Oh, I don't want to show that. Okay, get it together. Okay. So I did this braid out, right? Where's the camera? I did this braid out, and it was so nice for the first 30 seconds. And then after that, it just completely shrunk on me. All the curls vanished. It got so damp and so wet. I was so upset. I didn't even take any pictures that day. I think this is what it turned into. I don't think my friend will mind, but it just that curly situation turned into that ball of mat on top of my head. It just wasn't turning out as good as I wanted. So I was kind of panicking a lot. You did FAMU? Is that FAMU? Essential Theater? Let's go. Where are we going, sis? I'm a little bit confuzzled. You guys, okay, so you love theater, been doing local theater for years. I don't know if I'm made for the city though. Oh, maybe I should start off with like something in the area to get my foot in the water. But I always told myself by the time I'm like 35 or 40 is when I'll actually pursue my acting career, because, I'm trying to get paid before I do my passions. Okay, maybe I'm just being dramatic. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Okay, maybe the pictures are fine. I'm gonna stop complaining about them. I don't really plan on ever using them, so it is what it is. Kind of random, but do you have any advice for making friends in college? I read that too fast. Well, Making friends in college. College is very interesting because it's so big. You don't really see too many of the same people unless you're in the same spaces all the time. One of my biggest advice for making friends in college is really to just join organizations, and not the ones that you think you should join, like not the ideal cool ones. Join things that you're actually interested in, um, or start your own. Something that I, looking back, wish I would have joined. Like, I'm really passionate about hair, or really health, like anything that has to do with the skin, the scalp, stuff like that. I'm passionate about that. There are a lot of organizations that really kind of cater to that on campus. It doesn't even have to be like a skin organization, just like you can join your local health club or something like that, or just participate in organization activities, go to different events, just show your face. Um, that is one of my biggest advice for making friends. How did I make my first friend? I got a job on campus and we worked together. So we just kind of became really close from working and then just continued hanging out after that. But I'm not really much of a people person. So I never actively made an effort to make friends because friends require a lot of time. They're like relationships. Honestly, I think friendships are harder to keep than relationships. Friendships last ideally longer than relationships. Like, but it is what it is. Anyways, that's besides the point. Join organizations, show your face on campus, go outside, get out of your dorm, get out of your house, just literally go outside. Um, Pretty and nice top. You look cute in these photos. Thank you, girl. Thank you, because I was fighting for my life. I wish somebody would have sat there and told me you do not look crazy, like on that day, which was May 19th, because I was fighting for my life, crying. I felt so like just unattractive. It was sad. Anyways, continuing on. Okay. Someone did ask about scalp itchiness. What can I do to stop scalp itchiness? I used to have itchy scalp all the time. I realized that putting product directly on my scalp caused it to really itch. So I stopped putting oils, I stopped putting greases, I stopped putting conditioners. I literally just stopped putting stuff on my scalp and made an effort to kind of like actually wash my scalp when I was washing my hair. So like wash it and just don't put stuff on your scalp. Or when you're like moisturizing your hair, moisturize from like moisturize about half an inch away from your scalp so that stuff doesn't get on your scalp. That helped me. Um Sometimes I think, I don't want you guys to ever mistaken me for like an actual hairstylist person. I didn't go to school for this stuff. So if you feel like it's that bad, see somebody that specializes in hair care, because I didn't. This is all advice based on like experience. Whew. Oh, if I decide to go to postgraduate school, go to FAM and look for theater. See, I don't want to like go to school for theater. I just want to do it for like fun. It's on my bucket list for something like just to do for fun. Um, I do plan on going to postgraduate school for like health though, not for theater. Maybe one day, just not right now. That's not really my focus. But, maybe when I'm 40, 45, 35, maybe, if God permits, I will apply to FAM and I'll think about you, Miss Lee Carter or Mr. Lee Carter. Also, I forgot to post the link in the chat for those of you guys that want to come up. You don't have to. It's nice if you do so that I don't feel like I'm talking to a computer, which is, what I'm doing, but there are other people on the end of the computer. So if you guys want to come up, you just press the link and then I will pull you guys up if you want. But you don't have to. No pressure. So, oh, okay, I just answered that. Wow. Okay, so this person said, "How are you doing?" I'm doing good, better, a lot better. I always check if you posted any videos. That is nice of you. I'm sorry, I haven't posted Life is hard. I think it's been hard for a lot of people, including myself. Congratulations to you on your graduation. Thank you so much. I'm happy that you're back. Thank you. My question is, do you apply oil or grease to your scalp? I don't apply anything to my scalp. Not usually, but sometimes I will apply like hair growth oils, like very rarely. If I feel like I need to, if I'm actively trying to grow my hair out, I will apply hair growth oils to my scalp. And grease I apply to my scalp when I feel like there's no itching, but not normally. I usually don't put anything on my scalp. When I'm moisturizing, I only moisturize my hair, not my scalp. But then again, causes my scalp to be dry, so that's when I'll like put oils and stuff. Usually it's castor oil, but normally I try not to because it causes my scalp to itch. So it really just depends. It's case by case for me, if I'm being honest. This last question from the Instagram, no, not the Instagram, from the YouTube community notes that I posted. Oh, before I answer that, I have a special guest, guys. Oh my gosh. I won't be talking to a while. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm going to pull you up. I'm
Hi.
because I can't figure out how to. Uh, Give me a second,
Okay.
Mercy.
Mhm.
I have no idea how to. I don't even know what I'm pressing.
It's okay.
One second, okay? Don't leave, okay? I'm like excited. Um, how do I change this? Do I delete this? Oh, did I? I don't know what I just did, guys. I think I took myself off the screen. Oh, oh, I didn't know I could do this. That is cool. Can you guys see her on the screen? Can you see yourself on the screen? Oh, hello.
Oh yeah, I can see myself.
Awesome. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for asking. Wow. I like it when you guys come up. Makes me feel like I'm not talking to myself.
It's crazy, like speaking to you. Actually,
Why?
I don't know. Like when I watch YouTubers, it feels bad, but I feel like they're in a different like world than me. Like it's hard to like imagine that you're just like a normal person, which is weird because you are, you know.
I am. I'm very normal. Okay. Fighting for my life every day. But what's going on with you? How are you? What have you been up to these past few months?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm in my third semester of community college. I'm an international student, so it's been fun. I'm doing way too much this semester
Yeah,
with
you're
like
in a
classes
lot of
and clubs and stuff.
organizations.
Yeah, yeah, but it's fun because it's nice being busy. Because in high school, like I didn't really get to like do stuff, but now I'm
Yeah,
doing stuff. So yeah, how are
that's
you?
understandable.
How's like post grad life?
Well, I definitely went through like a phase of postgraduate depression.
Mm,
I graduated and I felt like a failure. I felt my degree was useless. I
mm,
graduated with biomedical science degree, which is like pre-health,
I
pre-medicine.
remember that. Yeah.
So I honestly, I have so many. It's annoying that I like am going into health because so many things give me the ick. Like I,
Like with blood and like needles and stuff.
I hate blood.
Mm,
I hate like pointy things, needles and stuff like that.
that is so
I'm
funny.
trying to overcome my fear. I went and got certified to be a phlebotomist, but my brain knows the difference between real and fake blood. So I almost passed out when last time I was like in, close proximity with blood. They had to take me out the room and fan me a little bit.
That's crazy.
Well, yeah, but I'm good. I guess I'm working on just studying and stuff for some tests that I have to take for what I plan on doing afterwards, which I'm not quite sure exactly yet, but just studying.
No, I get that. Yeah. I've been
Yeah.
procrastinating for the longest. Like even now I was supposed to study, but I just ended up watching a couple episodes of a show and then I got on here.
What
So
show were you watching?
it's called The Shy.
Mm.
Um, I don't think it's very popular, but it's very interesting. Like it's an all black ensemble, and it's about like I don't know how to describe it properly, but it's about people in Chicago. Um, black people in Chicago just going through like their lives. Um, there's a lot of drugs involved. There's family.
Mm.
There's abuse. There's handling grief. But it's very interesting.
The Shy. I'm gonna
Yeah.
write it down. That sounds no, because I am so late to some things. I just found out what Korean drama was this year, so I'm excited to start the Shy. I will let you know. Hopefully, next time I go live. I used to do it like once a month, so I think I'm
Mhm.
gonna try to do that again. But yeah, I'm excited.
Nice.
Yeah. Alrighty. There are a couple of other people. Did you want to add anything else? I really do appreciate you for coming up and
No,
actually.
no problem. Yeah. Thanks for bringing me up.
All right. Bye, girl.
Bye.
All right. Hello there, Jordan. And Jordan's gone. Hello there, Nina.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
I have
Yeah.
never seen
I
you
wanted to say
before.
I'm a little bit of a lurker on your channel,
Wow.
but you were actually one of my first like YouTubers that I followed when I was like getting into doing natural hair stuff.
Oh.
So it's really cool talking to you. I wanted to say something. I thought it was really funny when you were talking about phlebotomy in the other conversation
Yeah.
because you said you're not the best with blood.
No, I hate it. It's disgusting. I
That
don't.
just reminded me. I don't know if you watch Gilmore Girls. Of
Who?
Gilmore Girls, it's like a I don't know how to.
I literally live under a rock. Like I don't know any of these things at
It's
all.
yeah. It's just this like cozy fall show that people get obsessed with. I've been obsessed with for a long time. But there's this really overachiever character in the. It follows this girl through high school and college. So in the college like seasons, there's this really overachiever girl who is like deciding between being a doctor and a lawyer. And there's this one episode, the thing that reminded me of a whole episode where like her boyfriend is sick and she's like drastically avoiding him at any point and
Ooh.
everybody's like, but you're pre-med. So like
Yeah.
it's contradictory.
I've been sadly enough, like I want to go get hypnotized, which is like I never thought I would say that out loud. But it's actually concerning. I don't think therapy would help at this
Hmm.
point with like my fear of blood. It literally disgusts me.
Yeah,
Because I don't know if you remember from America's Got Talent. Is that what it is? What's
there
his
are a
name?
lot of those shows.
Well, the bald guy who was a germaphobe.
Uh-huh.
He like got hypnotized into not being a germaphobe anymore. So I'm like, maybe if I like somebody help me. I don't know. I'm exhausted of all my options. I don't think this is normal. But like what else am I gonna do with my life if I don't go into medicine? I literally got this
Yeah,
degree. It's just so annoying. I don't know what I would have. I don't even know what else I would have done with my life. I don't know. Life is very hard and confusing.
that's
So.
crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe hypnotism might help. I wouldn't recommend it, but do
Yeah,
whatever you can.
the logic in my mind is like telling me not to do it. I'm probably not. I'm too lazy to like actually look into it.
Hmm.
But if if I'm at a swap meet and I see a local, pay me $5 and I'll hypnotize you. Hey, don't not be surprised if y'all see me come up here and I'm like, this is what happened. A little story time when I got hypnotized.
That's something else to post on your channel. That's awesome.
True, true. You have a point. But I'm fighting for my life. It was terrifying. Like
Yeah.
my heart was beating fast. There were machines. I heard the sounds of the machines. Like I literally was about to pass out. And I didn't even see the blood. All I saw was the needle. I'm sick.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Enough about me though. How are you?
I'm good. I've just finished doing my homework for the night. So, um so I was just caught your live stream, which I don't think I've ever caught your live streams before.
I don't think I've ever seen you. Normally, I like recognize the names
Hmm.
because they come pretty often, I guess.
Yeah,
But I don't think I've ever seen your name before. So I really do appreciate you for coming.
yeah. My
Thank
name
you.
might be my name changed recently because I started a YouTube channel, so I changed
Congrats.
my name. But
How? What is it about? Do you want like selfless promo?
well, so interesting thing. I decided at one point that I want to learn a bunch of languages.
Mm.
And I grew up monolingual. Like none of my parents didn't know any other language. I was homeschooled, so my language learning requirement in school was kind of weird. But I just decided I was obsessed with it. Especially going into college, I started out with German as my like
Mm.
language requirement. So my YouTube channel is basically just me journaling my process learning a bunch of languages.
That is actually fascinating.
Mhm.
I took French for 4 years. I speak Creole, and the only thing I can say in French is my name is Staranda. So kudos to you if you can say anything more than that. So
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm minoring in German in school right now, and the hardest part is that our final is a 15-minute like German conversation as our oral exam at the end of
oh,
the semester, which it's pretty stressful, but your final's only 15 minutes, so no matter what you do.
do you want to like? I don't want to say something in German, so I'm gonna tell you what to say.
I might not be able to.
Well, it's gonna be
Test
easy
me right
stuff.
now. Test me
Like
right
tonight, I feel like eating. What do German people eat? Baguettes? No, that's the French. What do German soup? No, not soup.
now. Bread,
Bread.
beer.
Tonight, I feel like eating bread. Can you say that?
Tonight, I feel like eating bread.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh.
Abend. Uh, the word order in German is awful. Tonight, I feel like eating bread. Ich Abend Brot gegessen.
Ooh.
So it's a
Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Not a bilingual. Wow. I love that for you. Wow, that sounded music to my ears. Like
you're awesome.
amazing. No, I believe in you. I feel like, in a couple years it'll be a little bit more fluent, less choppy, but
Yeah.
we all start off with somewhere. So go ahead and just put your just YouTube channel in the chat for anybody that's interested. I think I'd be interested in that. Just watching
Awesome.
on my, time off or whatever. But I really appreciate you for coming up. You're very, very sweet.
Thank
Anything else that you
you.
want
I
to
really enjoy talking to you.
you as well, girl. Come up whenever you feel. I don't really come live too often, but I try to do it once a month. I try.
Mhm.
But yeah, don't forget to put your your YouTube channel in the chat.
Oh, thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Now, Jordan, I see that you're back. I don't want to misgender you, so I'm gonna just call you Jordan. Can't unmute because they choose to mute themselves. What does that even mean? Can you unmute yourself, Jordan?
Hold on.
Oh, oh wow. Are you in pain? Are you okay? Blink twice if you're fighting for your life.
No. No.
Are you a child?
Why would I be a child?
Let me go ahead and take a deep breath. I'm really not good with kids at all. So I'll go ahead and give you a couple of seconds here to gather yourself, Jordan. And then we'll continue on with the live. Great. Now how do I fix this? I have no idea how I did this. This? Okay, I don't know what I just did. How do I do this? Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I just did to. I think I don't know what I just did. Now I'm not even on the screen. Oh, there I am. Oh. They went ahead and updated a few things. Okay. So I will briefly go over, since we kind of got all the questions out of the way. Instagram people might have asked me a few questions, but if I'm being honest, Instagram gives me a headache. It like overwhelms me. So I don't even want to go through Instagram, unfortunately. If it's something if it's something that I feel like actually needs an answer, I'll DM you guys personally. But I was about to go into what's been going on. Somebody did ask me, do you want to go into medicine? I do. I just need to get over my fear of blood. It has been a while. But somebody said, what's going on? Who are these people? I was just inviting people to come up to speak if they wanted to. They wanted to talk. But I will start off from when I was born. I'm just kidding. Not from when I was born. But my motivation for YouTube really started declining May of 2022. A lot of things happened May of 2022 that kind of caused a lot of confusion and disorder in my life. For one, I went through like a career crisis trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life and realizing that my head and hand were in so many different things, so many different projects. Like I used to do photography a lot more back in the day, but I do photography on the side. I was doing natural academia pretty much full time. I was working full time. I was in school full time. It was very overwhelming. And I think May of 2022, last year, it really caught up to me. And then around that time, I was thinking about moving to a different apartment. So that was very stressful. So around that time is when my motivation kind of like took a very sharp downward spiral. In June of 2022, my relationship with my ex ended, unfortunately. Like it ended, but we were still in communication for about like 6 months. So it really didn't end till like January of 2023. So that kind of like messed me up a little bit as far as the order that I had in my life and the consistency that I had in my life, or what I thought. I realize now, looking back, that I relied on him for he was a very disciplined person, and I didn't realize how much I leaned on him to motivate me to be consistent with everything in my life. So that affected my personal self. And then, so that happened in June. July, I had to move out of my old apartment, which I complained to you guys a few times about because, my roommates were kind of annoying and really loud and just very unclean. So I was working on moving out of that apartment. August, I was homeless for about a week or so, about a week and a half maybe, because, there was a situation between where the time that I was moving out and the time that I was moving into my new apartment. So I kind of like had to sleep in my car for a few days, and it was not fun, sleeping in the car. But I did also, couch surf on my ex's couch for a few days as well. It just, towards the end, we had a disagreement, and I was like, you know what? I don't have to be here. But I should have stayed there because sleeping in the car is not fun. So there I was in the car sleeping like a homeless person. But anyways, so that happens August. August to like November, I was in the process of joining this organization, and that took up a lot of my time. Throughout college, COVID happened the first like really 2.5 years of my college experience. So that took away my ability to join a lot of different organizations. When I was in high school, I participated in so many things to the point where I told myself, which I do regret, that like when I go to college, I won't do anything. So I could have made more of an effort to participate in things earlier, but I just didn't because I was so burnt out from high school. Like I I was in so many organizations. It was actually crazy. I was the president of my science club at one point. I was in the multicultural affairs, National Honor Society. Like, I was in so many things. And I came to college, I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I hate it. But senior year of college, I decided that I wanted to participate in an organization, and that was a process in itself, and it took a lot of time and energy out of me, like to the point where like, some days I would lose sleep and all that stuff. So I did that for a couple of months, and then from November of 2022 to April of 2023, my relationship, it ended 6 months prior, but it didn't really officially end till January. That's when I kind of like cut ties with my ex completely, because I did fall back a few times, girl, but we moved. So I went through this phase of trying to, I don't know, live up to what I thought that I was missing out on college experience wise. And like, just, I, did a lot of things impulsively. Like I got a few piercings. I had, okay, no, I'm not gonna lie. Participate in a couple of events on campus. It used to be a lot more in 2021, but I started going to a little bit more events on campus, going out more on dates. It was very active. So I made an active effort to figure out who I was outside of my relationship after it officially ended. So a lot of my energy really was spent on dating. And that whole phase of my life is a movie in itself, because it was terrible for the most part. Not really. Men just suck, really. But that happens, and May rolls around and it's time to graduate. Everybody knows how like stressful last semester of college is. So, and I also, throughout all of this, guys, like I work a full-time job outside of YouTube. Like, I don't know if anyone has told you guys, but unless you're like really at the top of YouTube, you don't really make as much. It's not really sustainable enough to make a living, and it's very infrequent. So you don't make the same thing every month. So I never really wanted to rely on just YouTube to like for income. So it's just not really how I grew up. Like I grew up like, okay, it's not that I grew up in stability, because I didn't grow up in stability. I just strive for stability. So when I don't have stability, it kind of like messes with my mind. And I don't know, it just makes me feel incomplete. So I made it an active effort to work full time throughout my college experience so that I wouldn't have to like worry about things like money. And with working full time, it's very taxing on the body. So I just didn't really have the energy some days to just sit down and edit and record a video. Anyways, like I was talking about earlier with graduation. So graduation rolls around, and I kind of, before graduation even, I hit like this really, 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 really disgustingly low point of my life, which I came to realize was like depression. I don't even remember why I was depressed, but it was like, it lasted about like 2 weeks. It was very weird. I lost like 15 pounds. I didn't eat. I didn't go outside. I like cried all day. I sat in the dark, which is very unlike me. I didn't talk to anyone. It was just a very weird point. I think the reality of, your relationship ended, you are dating, but people don't really like you. You're about to graduate, but you don't have a plan. What else? You're in the city by yourself, alone. you don't really have any family to like go home to, like the reality of all of those things set in. I really relied on that man for everything. It's actually sick. Like I considered him like a family member. Now somebody asking me if when I'm gonna open up this hair salon while I'm talking about my depression. Girl, I do not know when I'm gonna open up this hair salon. Hopefully by 35, child, before I go to Broadway. But anyways, so yeah, hit that really sad state of depression in like February. I finished all my classes in like April, so took all my finals. I failed one stupid class that I didn't even have to take. It was some sort of psychology class. I didn't have to take it. I changed my major so many times throughout college. My graduation sheet looked very off, and I thought I needed to take it, but I didn't. That was why I took the class, and I failed the class. So it unfortunately brought my GPA down, but it's okay because it was high enough to stay high. But I really didn't have to take the class. I did end up just retaking the class over this past summer. So that was fine. But then anyways, during my graduation for, in May, I don't know if you guys know this, but like I didn't really grow up with like my biological parents. I have a sister and I have a brother. Those are the two people that I consider like family. My sister wasn't able to come to my graduation for whatever reason. And I didn't ask my brother to come. I don't know. I guess I was just I think I wanted my sister to be there. So if she couldn't, I have a really bad habit of doing this when I need to be calm. Anyways, my sister couldn't come. And in the logic in my mind was like, okay, if my sister is not coming, then I don't want my brother to come for some reason. Just because I'm a lot closer with my sister than I am with my brother. And I didn't like grow up here with my parents. So they couldn't come. And my high school graduation, it was just me and my sister. No other family member was there. I don't even want to talk about graduation. It was actually very sad. I walked the stage in the eerie, like just sound of silence, like really affected my mental health. Like it was just like a reminder of how alone I was. I did invite my ex there only because I was with that man from like the beginning of my college experience. And by that time we were on like better terms. So he was the only person that like showed up for me. My friend graduated at the same time, but she like had her family members and stuff. And then I had some friends from the organization that I joined last fall that were there too. But it just didn't really feel, like, because on your graduation day, you want, there to be people that, like a mutual love, if that makes any sense. Like, there's definitely mutual respect, but like, it wasn't like familial love and stuff like that. So that was annoying. I was going to mention something else. I really initially didn't even want to go to graduation. I knew that I didn't want to walk the stage because I just did not want to hear the silence. That was something that I wanted to like not experience again because I remember how like how like hurt I was for my high school graduation. So I told myself, you're not going to your college graduation, but I let my friends convince me to go, which I don't regret going. It was just like a reminder of how much I have no one. So yeah, that was that. That happened in May. In June, I quit my last job and I started a new job. So I started a new job in June. July, started having some problems with, started having some trouble with the job and feeling like no one there liked me. And I was the only person of my kind there. So there was like a very big difference, I felt like, in how other people were treated and how I was treated. So that was very annoying. That happened in like July. August, it was literally like 2 months ago. Nothing really has happened in what happened in August. August and September, I've really just kind of been getting back on my feet. So nothing too crazy has happened these past 2 months. I just am actively trying to just organize my thoughts, get everything ready for this podcast that I told you guys that I was starting this summer, but I had to push it back just because life is hard. Okay. So, and now I'm here 5 months after my last post. So, yeah, after that, if you guys have any questions about anything that I said, I skipped a few things because I didn't want to get too much into detail. But if you have any questions, I can go into a little bit of detail. Oh, why, thank you, Miss Dominique. Oh, not who you actually betrayed during that time came. Felt terrible about it. Very low point. Yeah. I've never really been a family person, but I feel like I'm only saying that because I've never felt what it feels like to have like a family. But it is nice to have one, I think. And it's sad when you're the only person in the room that doesn't have one. Hello, 416 baby girl. Someone is sending me hugs. I try, child. I try to be kind. I appreciate your existence as well, cool yo. My brother's reaction to not being invited. He's a pretty chill. Like, he wasn't upset. Like, I don't even think he didn't come to my high school graduation. I think he might have been working or something, but yeah, he wasn't upset. He's like always like traveling and stuff. So like I wasn't even anticipating him even being able to come. So I never asked him. But he was, what did he say? He just told me congratulations after he saw my Instagram posts, which I didn't post. Like, I posted on the story, not an actual post. Oh, you're alone too. Yeah. Something I am learning though as I'm aging. I'm 22 now. It's crazy to believe that I started this YouTube channel when I was 18. Ew, gross. But something that I'm learning is that as I age and become an adult, I can't really have too many excuses for my actions. Like, unfortunately, I am responsible now for my own livelihood. So, yeah, it's nice to sit and like reflect on things, but I can't sit too long and reflect, or else my bills won't get paid, or I'll be sleeping in my car again and stuff like that. So, I don't really ponder too much about the sad things. Yeah, things are slowly getting better. I'm trying to say I'm not sad now as I try to fight this one tear that wants to fall out of my eyes, which I refuse. Life is not terrible, but life is hard. I think for everyone, not just myself. Do you have to answer? Oh, you don't have to answer, but there was a vid when you said you broke up with your significant other. I did break up with him. thirsty, but it was. I thought it was mutual. It was mutual. It felt like it was mutual, but I was the one that said, "Hey, maybe okay, like maybe this isn't really working out." It's not like I hated the guy or anything. It's just we were very codependent. I felt very like I couldn't make decisions without asking for his opinion first, not because he forced me to do it, because like we got to the point where we had no personality outside of each other. I spent the entirety of COVID with this man, and I learned a lot of things, but I had no brain outside of this man, is what I felt like. And also, like, he was my first relationship and I was his first relationship. So there are a lot of things that we experienced for the first time with each other. And if I'm being honest and like transparent, one of the things that one of the conversations that we had is like, I like not trying to be with you for the rest of your life without you or myself having to experience anyone else, if that makes any sense. Tried to say it in the most mature way that I could. But yeah. What was your major? Are you still at that job? I majored in biomedical sciences, but I changed my major like 15 different times throughout college. I started off as psychology. At one point, I was chemistry. At another point, I was environmental science. It was so many things. Like, I only recently, as of 2022, changed my major to biomedical sciences. Yeah, family doesn't equal blood. Yeah, I'm trying. I have very I have trust issues. So family doesn't equal blood, but it's hard for me to even call a friend a friend. So I'm trying to find the balance between trusting people enough to call them friends and then hopefully call them family, but I don't even trust family. So I don't think I could ever completely trust a friend, if that makes any sense. Yeah. The feminine linguist. That's interesting. I don't have any like bad blood against my like brother or sister. It's the people that like raised me. I don't communicate with them at all. Like zilch, like none, nada. I communicate with my sister pretty often. She just wasn't able to come to my graduation, which is completely okay. Like we are both alone. Like the only people that we know that we communicate with in this country is each other. And she has her own things that she's going through. So I'm never going to fault her for, struggling as much as I am. Because while I was sleeping in my car, she was, in the process of trying not to sleep in her car. And, I don't want to air out her business, but she has her own things going on as well. So it wasn't like I was upset with her. I wish that she was able to come, but I wasn't upset at her not being able to come. It was just, I wish I had more people in my life that could have came that were family. Like, I wish, like, I had like, my biological parents there, but they weren't able to come. Not because they didn't want to, because they, like, physically could not. Catherine says, congrats on graduating. Hold on. It is a good achievement. It is a huge achievement. Thank you, girl. 3:35 p.m. I feel so bad. I try to go live early just to compensate because I have a handful of like UK-ness on the channel, but y'all just be waking up and watching regardless. So try to go to sleep, Miss Ma'am. I'll try to save this. I don't think it's gonna be up for a while, probably like 24 hours, and then I'll like private it. If you were at my graduation, you would have screamed for me. I don't think one person would have been enough for me to hear. It was quite a big venue, so that is nice of you though to have wanted to come. Oh, that sucks, Catherine. People saying that they wanted to come but didn't show up. That's actually annoying. I feel like I would have been more hurt with that. Lying. Yeah, I have been trying to focus on positive things. I started working out at some point in my life. I don't know what happened, but I'm literally only turning 22. Like, I literally only turned 22 like 6 months ago, and I had my first ever hangover a day after, turning 22. And I had a very like party-filled college experience. I have never had a hangover before. In 6 months, I gained 15 pounds. My metabolism completely slowed down, so I don't know what the heck is going on. It's really hard for me to stay consistent at the gym. I don't know what it is about adulting, but it's disgusting. I don't like this. Why is my body changing? I'm scared. Like, who am I? I don't even feel like I know who I am anymore. That responsibility for self and your future is probably one of the worst challenging parts about adulthood. Transparency is admirable. I try. Girl, I try. Jonna, you are late, Miss Ma'am. I just went through so much. You're going to have to watch this video back, but I have been everywhere but YouTube. YouTube is very stressful. It's annoying because when I, especially working on an app, if I'm not working on it, I don't go on it at all. So I literally have not used YouTube in over a year. If I'm searching for something, sometimes I'll even I'd rather go on Google search it before I type it into YouTube, because it's just so stressful looking at numbers. And when you understand the numbers behind the videos that people make, it puts things into perspective, and it's like, oh, that's how much of a failure I am. That's really how it feels. So YouTube is very stressful. Social media, working on it is very stressful. So girl, I had to take a break, and I don't fault myself for it because life is hard. Imagine you just want to imagine working where you eat. I mean, I know some people work from home, but imagine just staying there all the time, or you go there for entertainment and you go there for work. It's just, well, I don't even know if I'm making any sense, but it was just overwhelming. I needed to take a break. What job are you looking forward to having? Well, currently right now I work as an ophthalmic tech, so I work I work under an eye doctor at an eye doctor's office or whatever, and it's fun. I enjoy learning, so that's the best thing about my personality type. I just like to learn. But what do I want to do? I want to hopefully one day work in skin. So that's something that I'm looking forward to working in. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you for all the congratulation wishes. Somebody said I'm smart. What makes you say that? I am very average. I am the most average person that you will ever meet. Not really. I'm like the slightest above average, but I'm very average. Oh, you didn't notice how close in age we were? I feel like I've seen you a few times, Miss Feminine Linguist. But happy birthday, girl. Happy birthday. If you have your first hangover next month, don't say I didn't warn you, girl. I don't know what happened, but I had one glass of wine on April 7th, 2023, and I could not get out of bed. I'm like, what is this? What is this pounding pressure I feel in my head? Turns out it was a headache. From a hangover? Question mark? I don't know. I didn't even have that much. The body just changes, man. You're probably not the oldest one here. So yeah, there's a few people that just watch to watch and don't comment. So you're probably not. What is your personality type? I actually just took a personality type test a few weeks ago. I don't remember what the results were, but do I have it here? I'm very direct, whatever that is, calm, whatever word that is. I think that's it. Just direct and calm. Calmly direct. But I don't remember the exact personality type that I have. I just moved into this place, so a lot of my stuff are missing. I have no idea where anything is. Aww. Look at this cute little picture of me. Isn't it adorable? When my hair actually looked like it belonged to someone. This makes me feel really sad because I no longer look like this. I look crazy. But child, I do not know what that paper is. If I find it, then next time I go live, I'll share it with you guys. But are you ready to make more videos? I think mentally I am. My comeback month was supposed to be July. It is now October. So do with that what you will. But I do genuinely think that I am in a better mental space than I was these past really year and a half or 12 plus 6, 18 months. I could have had 2 children by now. Y'all would never know. No kids though. But I think I'm in a better mental headspace. I'm done with I'm done with actively dating. Men are gross. Men are weird. Men are unclean. Men are not nice. Men lie. And yeah, that's that. As far as my education goes, I'm pretty headstrong with where I want to see myself go, which I don't really feel comfortable saying out loud because I don't want to jinx myself. And I haven't really made too much of an active effort to be where I want to be. So I'm not going to say that out loud. But as far as education goes, I'm kind of pretty confident in where I want to be. And socially, I guess I have a few friends, a few people that I would consider friends. And if I want to go out, I could, but I don't. What else? What is another aspect of spiritually? I don't go to church as much as I should. I actually haven't been to a church in years. But I do read my Bible every night, if that counts. I don't know. So yeah, I'm working on myself little by little, okay? It takes time. If your metabolism slowed down, you should exercise, but you look good on your photo from 4 months ago. So it's just wow. Well, my whole life I was 120 pounds. So to look at a scale and see 162, it kind of scared me a little bit. I almost considered sending in a ticket for myself to go on my 600-pound life. Why, you may ask? Because I'm just not used to seeing myself like this. But I do feel like my metabolism has slowed down a bit. Granted, my first year of college, I did gain 30 pounds. I don't know. I need to stop stepping on the scale. That's my problem. That's beside the point. I'm going to move on from that because I don't want to even think about that. INTJ, that sounds very familiar, Blaze, but I really genuinely do not remember what it was. I don't know. And I literally just took this test 2 weeks ago because I was curious. But thank you so much for coming and watching, Miss Feminine. I hope you have a good night. And yeah. INFP. Maybe we should all just, or I don't want to say we should all do it. If you guys want to look into your own personalities, and the next time I go live, we can like kind of discuss it if you guys are interested in that. I could do that. I just need to figure out exactly what my personality type is because I don't remember. I think I remember IN, but I don't remember the other two. Something. I really don't remember. You are so young. Do you drink enough water and eat healthy? ? Well, I eat ice. I'm pretty keen on health. Granted, I did have Chick-fil-A today because I was hungry, but that was before I had my home-cooked meal. I'm going to pat myself in the back because no one else is here to do it. But I do eat pretty... Oh my gosh, now somebody knows where I live. ? I do live in Florida. I won't tell you what city. You could probably guess though based off the school that I go to or that I went to. But I try to eat healthy, child. It's hard sometimes because I just got a gift card and I did have sushi for like a week and I had Panera for like a month. Oh, I'm sick. Okay, but I was also like moving. So many excuses. I try to eat healthy and I try to eat water, but mostly the water is just ice. But it turns into water in my stomach. I eat more ice than I drink water. But I still try to drink water? I can't drink water if I'm not eating food. How about that? Self-love is the best love indeed. I am learning that. Well, I agree with you on that. But yeah, I think I've been here a lot longer than I anticipated. How long have I been on here? 1 hour and 22 minutes. I'm going to send the link one more time in the chat for those of you guys that want to join last minute and just say any last things. And if no one else has anything else to say, I will end the show. I will leave it up for like maybe 24 hours. Yeah, if that. I really don't want too many people to listen to this. Am I embarrassed? No. Maybe. Not really. Okay, a little bit. Just a tad. Did I overshare? Un poquito. Un poquito? Un poquito? I don't know. I know there's a difference. But yeah, I do need to drink more water. I am working on that. Thank you. So yeah, I don't think anyone else has any other things to say except for congratulations. And I do appreciate all of the congratulation wishes. And I see one question as I was about to press end. Favorite restaurant? I don't have one, but I do love Italian food. So take me anywhere that has pasta and I will like it. Good night. Going back to sleep. It's 4 a.m. and you work at 9. Good night, Miss Catherine. It was nice having you guys, but I will go ahead and take myself to sleep because it's also almost 11 o'clock where I am, and I have to do some studying before I go to sleep. So I will talk to you guys later. I do plan on having a video come out either this Thursday or Friday. So stay tuned for that. It'll probably be the graduation grievance video. And yeah. And then hopefully at some point you guys will see the one where I cut my hair. So have a good night. It was nice having you guys. Bye.